And what's up, everybody? AT's World of Rock and Radios, bringing you a special throwback, another special throwback. People, when they think of the classic AM and sidebander basses of the 1970s, might first think about things like the President Washington, or the President Madison, or the Cobra 139 XLR, the 135 XLR, or most notably the 142 GTL. The base station nobody probably thinks about was the SBE Land Command LCBS-8. This monster is essentially the same thing on the inside as something like a 142 GTL or a President Washington. It affords a lot of great looking features, though. I really think that the look of this radio is a huge selling point. This is a Uniden based company, but just look at the layout of this radio. I mean, it's very, very, delivers the look of all business. Now, let me tell you, this radio, there's a story to it. This radio came back to my possession this past Sunday. This radio came into my possession the first time in 1995 or 1996. Actually, I want to tell you it was like August of 95, thinking about it. This was mine. I got this from a gentleman in town. I'd never seen one before. I really wanted it. I got my hands on it, and I ran into one of my dad's really good friends. And as I started to find out that this guy was into CB radios, I was as well. He happened to tell me his first base station was an SBE Land Command that he put into layaway and made payments on, and I don't know if it was 1978 or 1979. But anyway, there was a story about it, and he began to tell me about this radio. And I said, well, I have one. And I thought, what the hell are the odds that I have his radio? As it turns out, he mentioned that the radio had an extra channel switch that he put in it, and that it had a green sleeve on the toggle. And I said, oh my God, I've got your radio. So at some point, this changed hands from me to another friend in my circle of friends. And then it was decided that I was going to get this radio back to its original owner. So its original owner took possession of this radio, and he and I reconnected over the CB about 2 months ago. And I asked whatever became of the Land Command, and in us talking about what was going on in our lives individually and him seeing where I was, he said, hey, that radio is so-and-so's house. It's still mine. If I can get it back in my possession, I'll give it back to you. So a couple months went by, and that's exactly what happened. So this is a pretty good plan radio. It really is. It's got good audio, lots of features, really says all business. Right now I'm having a little problem with some intermittent connectivity on the mic gain knob. And those kind of have their own PCB direct wiring. So I ended up taking an unconventional measure to kind of tap it into compliance, and it's working real good right now. I was talking skip all over the United States earlier, but you just don't see many of these radios. I wish I had the original SBE microphone for it. I don't. There was actually a desk microphone that was made for this. There's one on eBay right now somebody thinks they're going to get $300 out of. More power to them. This is the 5-pin SSB scheme, like the Cobra 148, Cobra 142, and some of those models had. So here it is, a look back in time, the SBE Land Command LCBS-8, one you just don't see every day. AT 73s, everybody. God bless.